All right, welcome back to the Trading to the Promised Land YouTube channel. Today we'll go over the top 5 things you need to know before day trading the FOMC tomorrow. This is the most anticipated economical news event of the year. Let's get right into it. So number 1, expected rate decisions. The markets imply a 25 basis point cut tomorrow. The target range is likely between 3.5% to 3.75%. If we hold or if we have a hawkish stance, we could expect a big downside. Number 2, political pressures. The public calls for aggressive cuts and that adds uncertainty. Markets may price in dovish bias, but the Fed could resist. When we speak about the Fed, we're talking about the Federal Reserve led by Fed Chair Jerome Powell. There's potential for a hawkish surprise if Fed pushes back. Number 3, volatility surges. FOMC events historically drives 25 to 40% higher volatility. I'll have an example of that for you shortly. We can expect sharp swings, fake outs, and wide spreads. There's also a lot of slippage that could occur because you're dealing with a lot of algorithms. This movement is usually too fast for human reaction. It's usually bots that are reacting to the information in the news releases. So if you're planning on trading tomorrow, after or during the news event, make sure to have buy or sell limits because the price action will move likely too fast for you to react properly. Number 4, the dot plot and the Fed tone. Fed projections for 2026 may impact sentiment. We already saw that this week, where there was a statement that was that created uncertainty in the market, and we had a red day because of it. If we're dovish, or if the Fed is dovish, we can expect a risk-on rally. If the Fed is hawkish, then we may see a defensive rotation after the news event. The press conference often triggers a second wave of moves. So how it works is that at 2 p.m. the news is released, and at 2:30 there's a conference by Fed Chair Powell, where he provides a statement and then there's a Q&A. Number 5, first movers. So we'll see a lot of movement from the treasury yields and bond futures. Any forex pairs that have a USD in it, we'll see a lot of movement as well. Rate sensitivity sectors are tech, real estate, growth stocks as well. As you know, there's a lot of tech in the Nasdaq and also the S&P 500. So we'll see sharp reactions in the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. If you trade gold and silver, you're likely going to see a reaction to that because those are usually safe havens when there's uncertainty in the market as well. If we go into the Forex Factory, just like I mentioned, at 2 p.m. there's going to be the federal funds rate. There's also going to be the FOMC economic projections, which is very important because that will be for the future, and then FOMC statement as well. So that's for that'll include the interest rates as well. But following that at 2:30, so 30 minutes later, FOMC press conference. So that's when Jerome Powell will take the stand. He'll give a statement, and then there'll be Q&A from the media as well. Oftentimes, like I just said, you'll see another wave of volatility at 2:30. Sometimes the volatility is even stronger at 2:30 based on what Jerome Powell says. I have an example here of the last FOMC that occurred. This was in October. As you can see here at 2 p.m., we had higher volume. As you can see by this volume bar here, was somewhat negative reaction. Then it stabilized a little bit. And then at 2:30, that's when Jerome Powell spoke. And we see this very bearish candle, right? It's bigger than any other candles that you see in this chart. So, like I said, what he says is extremely important. So there's a lot of volatility when he speaks as well. The other thing that you have to notice is that it was kind of a rangy day before the statement. And that's normal for FOMC. You see that often. It's just a range-bound day, not too much action, not too much volume, not too much volatility until the statement. That's because the big banks and the institution are kind of risk off until they hear the statement. So there's still movement, If you're good with range-bound markets, you can still trade it. But a lot of people will wait after 3 p.m. because that's usually when the press conference is over. So trade carefully. It's recommended not to even trade on FOMC day. Take the day off. Do whatever you like to do. If you're brave enough or if you're experienced, you can trade FOMC. But again, around 2 p.m. and 2:30, sometimes the algorithms are way too quick for humans to react. So you could get into a position and it could immediately reverse on you. So just be very careful. Again, it's recommended not to trade around 2 to 3 p.m. That's all I have for you today. Leave a comment below if you've traded FOMC before, if you'll be trading tomorrow, or if you're going to take the day off. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll talk again tomorrow. Thank you, God, for another day. God bless y'all.